Hello everyone. I am back to share a Angie Happy Mail. I have had this in my possession for a couple weeks, maybe even 3 weeks. Um, Anyhow, this is the first time that I've had, or first chance that I've had to come and record. So I wanted to do that real quickly, or her videos or videos of her happy mails are never quick. I'm so sorry, but there's so much stuff that she sends. I mean, she gifts me so many goodies, and I love doing all the close-ups and just showing all the little details. So of course my videos are never quick. But I know that you guys would like to see everything up close, so I try to do that. Anyhow, I've missed everyone. I hope everybody is doing well. Things are going good here. Crazy busy as usual, but things are going good. What is new? Not a whole lot, I guess. We did have a death in the family a few weeks back, so that was super tough. We lost my nephew, who is only 23 years old, and my sister-in-law's firstborn. So that was super hard. And I kind of stepped away from everything for a little while. I just needed to reset, and focus on family, of course. It seems like it's just always something, right? I mean, life is just crazy these days. But anyhow, I'm back. I've got some gorgeous happy mail to share with everybody. And let's go ahead and get started. So Angie did send along a letter that she wanted me to read to everybody. Let me just grab it really quickly. See, it says, please read on camera and show 2 4x6 pics I wrote on the backs. Thank you. So the letter reads, a warm hello to all of you. I hope everyone is doing well. A special thank you to those who left comments on Denise's last Happy Mail share video. I am humbled and filled with such joy at how very kind you all are. I hope you will be inspired by what all I made for my crafty friend Denise Louise. I used a total of 15 items for her sweet little Etsy shop, A Tattered Dream. So Angie and I've always called her Angie Louise, and she calls me Denise Louise. So we are the Louise sisters. That, of course, is not either of our middle name, but that's just how we refer to each other. So first up is a sweet Shabby bundle. I cut off the very bottom of one of A Tattered Dream's large glassine bags, folded it in half, then created 3 large tags to lay inside. Each tag has an original vintage French folded letter clipped to the back. I just recently counted my stash and came up with 148. So I decided it's time to start including more originals instead of always making copies. LOL. So let me just show you real quickly her stash of vintage French letters. Isn't that amazing? Who wouldn't love to have their hands on those? Oh my gosh. So much fun. Those vintage blues and greens, those are just gorgeous. So this one says 148 original French folded letters. And then this one reads, my original FFL with Paris address. French folded letters with Paris address on them. Aren't those gorgeous, you guys? So pretty. Okay. Let's see. Where did I leave off? In the top part of the bag, front cover, is a copy of a French folded receipt dated 1856 from a furniture store that I copied on 20-pound copy paper, and to slip in the bottom of the bag, back cover, I made a mini open spine writing journal measuring 4 3/4 by 3 3/4 by following Ruby and Pearl XO's tutorial. It is a downsized version of Heather's tutorial and the timeless journal that I made for Denise last May. The closure is hand-dyed dark gray silk ribbon imported from Sweden that I find at my local small business sewing store, and I topped it all off with a vintage clip earring. Who is with me in saying that I can just hear Denise now? I would so wear this earring out if I had a pair. Honestly, I would so wear this. Ha ha ha. Don't we just love our sweet, creative, and funny Denise? So first off, I don't know why she thought I was being funny, because I would wear those earrings out. I was not trying to be funny. I would wear those earrings. They're gorgeous. So you're going to love the one that she put on this one too. It's beautiful. Next, I created a mini journal with the vintage school days, birds, wedding anniversary theme, with plenty of places to journal in. Everything is hand sewn. It took longer, but it was fun, and I think it looks more old vintage. It houses 2 original tintype photographs, entirely all vintage laces and linens, vintage wallpaper, 2 original cabinet card photographs that I used as pages, a dried wild rose. That's one of my favorite things that she does. I love getting roses from her property. They're so, or just any kind of, dried flower from her property. I think that's such a great personal touch. A vintage crystal chandelier jewel, a ton of original vintage paper ephemera with only a few copies, one being the mauve French quad fold Vente document dated October 8th, 1872. Sampool design stamps, which I stamped on vintage papers, then slow stitched, and 9 items from Denise's Etsy shop. I just love combining Denise's shop items with vintage ephemera. You guys, I'll leave the link to the shop down below in case you guys want to pick up any of any of that stuff to use in your projects. I carry lots of fun items to use in your journals and things. So, and they can always be, you can incorporate them to any kind, any style journal. So, I'll leave the link down below. And to top off her Vintage Summer Ensemble, I included 2 copies of vintage French documents that I have in my collection. I love, love, love the 2 copies of the vintage photographs that I included in these documents. I don't think I have ever seen a vintage wedding photo where the groom and bride are both sitting down. And last but not least are a faux deed with 3 original vintage French invoices, an original music page, and 2 copies. The one is a blank music sheet where you can use both sides to journal on, and the cover is a copy of a vintage sheet music cover page titled Louise. I bound with paper clips so she can remove the 3 original invoices. And a vintage French ephemera bundle, all tied up with vintage cording. That is it, my sweets. You all stay super sweet. I appreciate each of you, and please remember, always be kind to everyone. You never know what kind of day they are having. Hugs and blessings, Angie. So you guys, I love that she types up these letters, because I always get so many questions, and unfortunately I just don't have the time to go back and answer everybody's questions. So this, when she sends these letters, it gives all of the specifics. So if anybody ever has any questions, really all they have to do is go back to the beginning of the video and just kind of listen to me read it, or they can just pause the video and read this themselves and pretty much get all the info that she's given as far as what she's done in the journals themselves, so, or in the happy mails. So I love that she provides this for us. So okay, let's go ahead and start with, we're going to start with this here. So I'll just move this stuff off to the side. So this is that beautiful piano roll that she was talking about, and it says Ramona there. And it's just got the string kind of wrapped around so you can see there's the end there. And isn't that so sweet? Oh my gosh. So this is the Glassine bag. It says, please show this bag. It's the base. So this is what she used for the base of this here. It's just one of the 5 3/4 by 7 3/4 Glassine bags. So she just trimmed the very edge off and just folded it in half for the base. And then everything is just right inside. So look at that earring, you guys. Isn't that so pretty? Oh my gosh. I just love it. And this beautiful hand-dyed silk that she got. That's the imported silk from Sweden that she got at her local sewing store. But look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So pretty. It's just got some embossed paper on the back. The lighting is kind of bad. I don't know what's... Let me try and... Let me see if I turn this on, if it's... I guess that's a little bit better. So, I'm just going to move this out of the way. So look how pretty that is. Oh gosh, I just love this earring, you guys. That is so pretty. So right here on the cover, she's got one of the, this is the 4-inch doilies that I carry in the shop. And she's just layered on top of it with some vintage paper, a little bit of cheesecloth. She's hand stamped some, this kind of looks like, I don't know if it's linen or kind of a lightweight kind of canvas material or what, but I believe these, all the stamps I'm thinking she used are sample stamps. And then in the front flap here, she's got this little collection clip together with a little tiny Tim Holtz clip, and then she's got, I love these square doilies. Isn't that so pretty? Just love those. And then here she's got one of the vintage French letters. Oh no, this one's an invoice. Isn't that so cool? I just love that. So pretty. And then she has it clipped to this vintage postcard here. So, Hubs and my anniversary is on 4th of July. So that's why this is, you'll see a lot of references to anniversaries, like this postcard. References to anniversaries and such in here, because that is part of the reason that she did that kind of theme along with the birds and stuff. So that just slips right inside here. And then here is the first tag. Isn't that gorgeous? Let's see. She's got some little rhinestones up here, a little bit of bling. She's done a little bit of stenciling here, a lot of collaging. She's got this really fine tatting down here. So dainty. This beautiful vintage fabric with a little bit of cheesecloth and that vintage button. Got that old rusted straight pin up there. And again, back here, she's got another one of the French, or excuse me, 4-inch doilies from the shop. I just love how she's just collaged everything. And then again on the back, she's got another vintage letter, and I'm so afraid to. Some of this stuff, you guys, is really fragile just because it's so old. But this is super thin, and it's gosh, you can barely read it. It's so faded. I don't know if you can see that. Absolutely beautiful, you guys. It's just, it amazes me that this stuff, especially when it's as delicate as this, has just survived all this time. Put that back on there. I don't want to cause it to tear. There we go. Super pretty. So that's the first tag. Here's the second one. And this one, again, she's done a lot of collaging. She's got some handmade paper here. She's covered the base. These are like chipboard tags. And she's covered the base with some ledger paper, some handmade paper here. And this is just this old photograph. Isn't that so pretty? That just slips right behind these vintage number cards that I carry in the shop as well. And then she's just layered a button on top of that, an old vintage button. You got a little Tim Holtz clip here on the side. I love the way that looks. Love that. I'm gonna have to use that, Angie. So pretty. And then here she's done some more, got some more elements. Got some more cheesecloth back there. This vintage fabric, and then a little bouquet. And then on the back, once again, we've got another vintage letter. Or perhaps an invoice. I'm not quite sure which. Let's see. Yeah, it's an invoice. But look at that typography, you guys. Isn't that so pretty? And the handwriting is just amazing. So amazing. This is from 1872. She's covered the back with some vintage sheet music. Again, another sample stamp there. Oh, so beautiful. And then here is the third tag. I love the laces that she's used on these. So beautiful. Look at that. And she created a pocket on this one with this older lace. And inside the pocket, she's got a few elements. But let me just show you the rest of the tag here real quickly. She's done some stenciling up along the top side there. A lot of collaging. And this is just beautiful. I love that. She's got one of the bulb pins that I carry in the shop, a little gemstone there. This is one of the Tim Holtz little gemstones there. And then on the back again, she's got another French letter. But let me show you really quickly what she has inside. So she's got this strip of vintage buttons. They're mother of pearl. So pretty. She's got this little lace sample here. Isn't that so cute? Oh, I love that. And then this tag as well. With those little girls there. Again, another one of those antique chandelier crystals. I love these. She gifted me a little baggie of these. And I just love them. Love them. She scored like a whole bowl full of these at one of her antique shops. And then some of the tiny tassel trim from the shop. So these items just slip right inside the pocket here. And then on the back side is that other French invoice or letter. This stuff is so delicate, you guys. Super pretty. Look at that penmanship. Isn't that amazing? I don't want to try not to mess with these too much because they're so fragile. So pretty. These tags are just all amazing. So those are the tags, and then on the back she's just lined it out with some of the piano roll paper. And this is from the same piano roll. You'll see that she had this wrapped in. See, it says Ramona there, and it right here it says Ramona as well. And then in the back here, she's got her little mini journal, just to jot some things down in. So pretty. Just got a few pages in here. Another vintage invoice there with one of the straight pins, the rusted straight pins. Isn't that so cool? And again, here's another one. And then the back. That is so cute. So cute. So see, these bags can be used so many different ways, you guys. I will tie that up after I'm done recording. Just move that off to the side for now. And then next I am going to go over this. This is the journal that she made me. And she used one of the, she just housed it in one of the waxy craft bags, craft glassine bags. These, you guys, I love these bags. I just love that crinkle. I love how, just the texture on the paper. I just love all of that. She's just tied the bag up with some of this really pretty polka dot sari. Look at how cute. Oh my gosh. So precious. Sorry, I'm still discovering every time I go through items she sends me. You guys, I'm not even kidding you when I tell you, every single time, it doesn't matter how many times I flip through stuff, I always discover something new. It's so fun, so fun to receive one of her works because she just puts so much into them. So look at that little cutie pie. Isn't that so cute? She's got a rusted safety pin, just a bunch of snippet collage down here. So pretty. One of the paper flowers. And she's done some hand stitching up here. Super sweet. Again, the sample stamp and some more hand stitching. I just love all the vintage linens and laces that she uses and the way she layers everything, and it just adds so much. So the first, or the inside cover, has that pocket there that she again has made with the vintage linen. Just going to put this down so I can show you this little flip book that she's made just to do some journaling in. She's got that vintage wallpaper. And then just a few blank sheets to write on. Here she's got one of the vintage vocabulary cards from the shop. And this is to teach or instruct. Isn't that so cute? Gosh. I wonder if they still do class pictures in elementary school. My kids are almost 34 and 30, so it's been some time, and I don't have any grandkids yet, so I'm not sure what they do as far as that's concerned anymore. It's a vintage ledger, or invoice, excuse me, from 1937. See here. What am I doing wrong? Oh, that way and then that way. Okay. So cute. That is beautiful wallpaper. And then here, she's made a floating pocket here. She's got the pages is constructed from some corrugated cardboard, but attached to it with one of these clips, she's got this floating pocket. So pretty. You've got one of the metal rim tags from the shop. She's layered one of these beautiful little Prima paper flowers, and then right in the center of that, she's just added a couple of little rhinestones, some bling in the center. She knows I love my bling. And then she's created a pocket here out of this gorgeous vintage lace. Look at that. And you can see here she's done the hand stitching. You can see it on the back. So cute. And then inside the pocket, she's just got all kinds of goodies. So here we've got the, she's got these clipped together. So she's got this little lace sampler card with some vintage French lace attached. An old button card, and that's where she's attached the metal rim tag to the top there. Another one of the vintage number cards from the shop. And then another vintage invoice. Oh my gosh, I'm always afraid these are going to tear. Look at the penmanship on that, you guys. Oh my gosh. Don't you just love that? Such gorgeous writing. This is from 1862. Amazing. I always forget. I always forget how she has stuff attached. I'm going to have to go back now and watch, because I like to keep things the way she gives them to me. I think this was on top like this. Like this. And then clipped together. There we go. And then here we've got this vintage sheet music, and the title is called Green Eyes. That one's I'll Never Love Again. Isn't she beautiful? Wow, so pretty. So both Angie and I have green eyes. Let's see here. I think this all goes together. Maybe not. So then that all slips right in here. Did I do that right? My lace is getting caught. There we go. And this is supposed to hang over like so, and then clips right back on. Sorry, I know you guys are like, come on, get it together, sister. So that's that page there. And I love how chunky this this corrugated card page feels. It just feels cool. I don't know. So I don't know if you've noticed, she's just bound it with some string, some twine. I love that. And then on the other side, she's used one of the guest checks from the shop. And inside she's got several things, but I like how she's used the guest check. She just kind of tore it in half, and she put the bottom half up here and then just created a little pocket with that. And again, she's kind of just distressed it, done a little bit of inking and just kind of roughed up the edges a bit. And then again, here you can see it says the 1st, 4th of July. So I just love how she uses all these little references from her books, and, you know, like on the book pages and the sheet music, it always references whatever theme she's going with. So again, this was like a wedding anniversary, birds, and school days type journal. So again, you'll see it says here, see the big bird, he lives in the barn. So she always makes sure to coordinate everything just right, you guys. It's just amazing. And then inside that little pocket here, she's used added one of the Glassine bags, and there is the pressed rose from her property. Oh, I love that so much. So much. I don't want to take it out. That'll stay in there forever. Isn't that sweet though? I just love it. And then she's got this picture again. Oh, that beautiful little girl. And then here we've got another invoice. Let's see if I can get it open. And this is from 1884. Isn't that so cool? She has the neatest ephemera collection, and I am so grateful that she has gifted me so much of that. I don't use, everyone asks me, like, what do you do with it? I save it. I have all of her stuff that she gives to me. Much of it, she has her own shelf in my room. And much of, like, all the journals and things, all of that stuff they're on display on the shelves in my room. I have in my guest bedroom, I will rotate some of the journals she gives me. I'll put one out on the dresser, and I have one up on my dresser also upstairs in our bedroom. But I do put them out so that people can, you know, if we have house guests or whatever at Christmas time, I will always put out one of her Christmas journals so that people can kind of look through them. And everybody that comes over to my house, friends and family, first off, majority of them know who Angie is because I talk about her all the time, but they also know, like, they need to be super vigilant, really careful with the journals that I have out for them to look at. But they just love looking at her books and the things that she makes, and it just is, they're so beautiful. So I do put them out. But a lot of, like, the stuff that she sends me, ephemera and stuff, I have a couple of containers that I keep some of it in, but a lot of it is also displayed in baskets and stuff throughout my room. So I keep it exactly as she sends it to me. So, like, this stuff will stay in this bag. What she sent me in here will stay in this bag, and I'll just randomly go through that kind of stuff here and there just to enjoy it. I don't ever, the things that she sends me, I don't I don't give away. I don't sell in my shop. I don't do any of that. I don't put them in my kits. Like, those are things that she's gifted to me, and they will stay with me forever. So, okay, sorry, I digress. I guess I should get moving. Anyhow, so this page here, she's got a vintage cabinet card. And look at that little girl. She looks mad. Little cutie. A sweet song, and she circled here birds. See, we love birds. One reason we love birds is because they sing. So again, she's got a little clip with one of the bulb pins from my shop, and then another antique chandelier crystal. Oh, love that. And then on the back, she's got another invoice here. One of the vintage library cards, the Dewey Decimal cards that I carry in the shop. The rusty pins from the shop. Let me just take that off here. Isn't that cool? Another sample stamp with a rusted straight pin. She's just hand stitched a pocket on there with some linen. And then in here she's got another photograph of a lady and her little birdie. Here's another photograph here, a couple of photographs of an old schoolhouse and a teacher with her students. And there's another one. That must have been music class. They all have their little band instruments, their drums and their triangles. Ah, so cute. That's from 1943. And then she just hung a little rusty pin from the shop there on the little hole from the Dewey Decimal card. She just collaged a few little paper bits up there. And again, she did that hand stitching there on that pocket. And then here we have another vintage invoice. And this one's a little letter. So cool. Oh, and then if you'll notice, on this one again, she's got her little birdie references. See, it says, "Let us play, we are birds. Our nest is in this tree, chirp, chirp, chirp." So cute. Here, this page is just a vintage sheet music again. And again, she's hand stitched a little piece of paper that she stamped with samples designs. Her stamp there. And then this is the center, or no, not the center. They're all individual. Never mind. but this one's just folded in half. Another sweet picture there. These are just clipped on. Isn't she so cute? Sorry, I keep going off to the side. I apologize. And then this is super cool. Maria Alyssa. Maria was my grandmother's name. That's so cool. That's another thing that she's famous for. Like, she'll put stuff in Happy Mails for people, and they inadvertently have some kind of meaning that she's not even aware of. She just, I don't know, she just has a knack for pulling items that hold meaning for people without her even knowing about it. And here we've got some more writing paper just to do some journaling on. Another photograph clipped there. Using one of her rusty paper clips. This sheet music feels so neat, you guys. It's like that rag cotton almost. It's real thick and kind of fibrous. And then here she's got another pocket, or it's like a belly band that she's created out of some vintage eyelet lace that it looks like she's probably snipped off of maybe an old dress or old piece of linen. But isn't that so pretty? And then inside here, she's got another little fold out here. My little pink gown, Mary and the girls. Again, some more of her hand stitching. I love whoever had this. If you read the lyrics down here, you can see that whoever this belonged to probably scratched that out and wrote my dad instead of the girls. So this little gown that my dad gave to me. So cute. Oh, gosh. And then on the inside, you've got that image of that little girl. Vintage photograph. And it's still got the little photo corner on it. Super sweet. And then on the back, she's got a one of the craft bags from the shop. These are just the smaller, like I think these are like it's not a 6x9, it's the next size down, but they're just plain craft bags. She's painted. She's put some vintage lace on. She's stapled that little sampler piece there. And then on the inside, she's got the one of the long flap envelopes that I carry in the shop. She's covered the back side there. I love how she does this. I used to do this in my scrapbooking all the time when I made shadow boxes and stuff. So she's underneath, she's got some ledger paper, and then she just kind of tore a hole and rolled the edges back to reveal what was underneath. I just love that. And then she's got a little pocket here on the front, you know, the long flap of the envelope. And then inside, does she have anything? Yes. Inside she's just got some paper to do some more journaling on. And then inside that pocket there on that flap, she's got another French letter there. So that's the envelope. And inside the envelope, we have the old letter. Oh my gosh. Sorry everyone. This is from 1869 and it's pink. I don't know if you guys can see that color, but the lighting is not really good right now. I apologize for that, but the letter is pink. Look at that penmanship. It's just beautiful. What an amazing collection of French letters she's got. So pretty. And then look at that. Are they not the cutest? And then we've got this here. Love that. And that just goes right inside there. And then she's also got paper clipped to that bag. This here. Isn't that neat? And then inside the bag she's got this, I think it's a deed. Isn't that neat? Oh my gosh. October 1872. Look at that photo. So neat. Sorry guys, I just get as I'm flipping through stuff, I just get just so captured by it all. It just amazes me, seriously, that these paper items have survived all these years. It's really sad that we won't really have stuff like this to show for our time period because we shred everything. I mean, you know, we have to worry about identity theft and stuff. So, I mean, anything that ever has my name and address on it or any kind of personal information whatsoever goes in the shredder. And most people in our day and age are like that. So there's not really going to be, this kind of stuff is not going to exist for our era, which is really, really sad. But you know, what can you do? She's got some papers that she's done some stamping on there. And then these are the ledger sheets from the shop. She's got a few of these. I carry these in the shop as well. And then on the back, another photograph. Yeah, so that's really sad that we won't have, 100 years from now, people aren't going to be able to enjoy our stuff. Things that we had. Right now, they don't seem very significant, but, in 100 years to come across, they'll be like we are, when we see things like this from 100 years ago. We're like, oh my God, look at this, how amazing it is. But, unfortunately, they're not going to have that because we do shred everything, and again, everything is going digital now, so we don't have that kind of, we won't have those kind of records available for them in the future, which is sad to me. So there is that sweet gem. Isn't that amazing, you guys? So I'm just gonna do another quick flip through. Let's hold it up. So beautiful. So much detail and work goes into her creations. Just amazing. Super beautiful, you guys. Look at that side view. Don't you just love it? Angie, it's amazing. So amazing, sister. I just love it. Oh my gosh. Okay, and next, let's keep it moving, I guess. I'm gushing over here. So here is a bag with all kinds of extra goodies. So the large bag, this is I think it's an 8.5 by 11 newsprint merchandise bag. These I carry in the shop along with the 8-inch doilies that she's coffee stained. She's attached a vintage quilt piece here, and then also she collaged on top of some sheet music that cute photo of that little girl eating. Can you see her? Isn't she so sweet? And then she's added some lace there with some a snippet of a I don't know, piece. I don't know if it's from like a catalog or a vintage ledger or what, but she stapled that there. And then she's just clipped it on with one of the bulldog clips. And then inside here, all kinds of goodies. Here's another deed from 1856, or I'm not sure if it's a deed. I guess I shouldn't say that, but I can't read French. Just amazing. So cool. Isn't that so neat, you guys? And then in here she's got, there's a smaller piece that's attached. I love how they use just string. You know, back then I guess they didn't have staplers and paper clips. So they had to get creative and use strings and pins, straight pins. And there's this one, 1872. And this paperwork is actually dated 1866. Here's the photo. She was saying that she rarely sees or she's never seen a photo with both the bride and the groom in a seated position. How beautiful. Incredible. Oops, does it go like that? No, it goes like this. Yep. Another page out of her, was this the home journal from October of 1904. How pretty. Here's the the faux, I think she calls this the faux deed, but it's the sheet music, the Louise. It says Louise that she was talking about in her letter. Memory of the past. So beautiful. And then on the inside, we've got that picture of that storefront there. Isn't that neat? And then we've got some vintage invoices in here. So this one, let's see, is there a date on here? I don't see a date. This is from 1941. Here's that original, that sheet music. Look at, I love the staining on here. Just amazing. Just that natural patina. Absolutely beautiful. And here she's got the blank copy of the blank sheet music, or music paper, that you can do some journaling on, or I could journal on if I wanted to. I won't. I never write in anything she gives me. Just keep them preserved. Oh my gosh. So beautiful, Angie. Angie Louise. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm already at an hour. I'm so sorry. I know that you guys can play it on fast forward if you want. To increase the speed. Look at that. Oh. How incredible. There's all this stuff. Angie, thank you so much. So much. So many goodies. This paper is just amazing. So amazing. This is that like rag cotton paper. It's real fibrous, and oh, I just love it. Everything. So that's it, you guys. That is my happy mail from my sweet Angie. Isn't it incredible? Oh my gosh, there's that. this sweet little gem here. Oh my goodness. And then this little cutie with these beautiful tags. I love that. I'm gonna do that, Angie. Just an FYI. And then look at that one. That one I think is my favorite, just because the way she did the pocket with that vintage lace. So beautiful. Everything is amazing, Angie. Your work is incredible, my friend. Oh, gosh. Well, everybody, there it is. I'm so sorry that I kept everybody waiting so long. Angie, thank you so much for your patience and for your generosity, for your friendship, for always being there when I just message you out of the blue. And just always being there when I come back after being ghost for a little while. You are just amazing, an amazing individual, friend, and I just love you so much. Everyone, I hope that you guys enjoy what she's created here. Be sure to leave her some comments if you want to say hello. You can drop in on the comment section below. Let her know what you think. She reads everybody's messages, so please don't ever think that she's not seeing what you guys are saying to her, because she does. She reads all the messages. So drop in below and let her know what you think. Say hello. And I guess I will be back to visit with you guys all again very soon. I'm working on a few items for I don't know if I'm going to put them up in Etsy or if I'm going to just sell them on Instagram, but there are some of my handmade items I'm not really listing on Etsy much anymore because of their fees. So I do still have my Etsy shop open for kind of like the staples to carry in the journals, but like my handmade items, if I make a journal, or like I had some shabby chic inspiration kits, handmade embellishment kits that I put together and sold on Instagram. Those type of items I am probably only going to sell there from here on out, just due to the fees from Etsy. They've just gotten out of hand on their fees. So I'll probably do that. So if you don't already follow me on Instagram, please do so. I would love it if you guys followed along over there. Also, you can follow my Facebook business page as well. And I'll leave the links to everything below. So everyone, I hope you guys are all doing well, and I can't wait to come back and share with you guys again soon, okay? We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.